Howdy everybody, Steve here, KM9G. The X6200 is here in hand. And the biggest question y'all have had so far is, are there birdies? Let's go take a look. If you haven't noticed, this is the 6100, this is the 6200. Look how proud the 6100 is that it's a 6100. And the 6200 is just very quiet about it. All right, so for the first part of this test, what we're going to do is we're going to run the 6100 as a baseline. Mine doesn't really appear to have a whole lot of birdies on it, but part of what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in a dummy load first, just to get some type of signal attraction into the unit. And then we will plug in an antenna later. All right, so you can see a nice quiet waterfall, and then the noise starts to come up. This is on a dummy load, and you can see the signal's a little wide. Let's see if I can go into display settings and change the span a bit. I don't know why I'm pushing the minus button to get more span, but I am. Okay, so now I have a wider spectrum scope, and it's complaining about battery power, so let's get that fixed. Now I have my Denko battery to the rescue. Okay, and there we are. This is, again, with the dummy load, this is the 20-meter band, and one of the things that people have asked about is how is it on the 6-meter band? Let's get into 6 meters. Yep, and there you can see a bunch of extra stripes where there shouldn't be any extra stripes. And again, this is on a dummy load. So of course, the next logical thing to do is to switch to an antenna. Okay, and this is our Coffee and Ham Radio's Poseidon antenna. So you can see that we brought up the level of noise right when I plug the antenna in, and then it starts to settle down. Let's run the tuner. Turn the tuner on. And let's tune it up. And it got a little bit better, but not great. So obviously the problem is inside of the radio. So this is the 6100. I wanted to give you a baseline for comparison to see how the 6200 fixes that. And we're going to mimic the same test conditions. We're running on the dummy load at first, which is plugged into the antenna socket, and we're running on the Denko battery for a power source, so that way all things are equal. It appears to be trying to boot up, but it appears to not be happy about booting up. All right, it's off. Nope, it's back on again. Or that could be a charging light. There we go. Lots of clicking going on. Okay, I've changed the waterfall reference level. We'll change that back to see if there's anything else that changes. App, turn off the FT8 decoder. And then this is the waterfall display on 20 meters. And let's select that as the default choice there. We'll start turning up till we can see some noise. Okay, I don't appear to see anything out of the ordinary there. Let's change the band. Back to 6 meters. And this appears to be cleaner. Okay, yeah, I don't see anything. And there appears to be some kind of signal at 51,120. And changing the waterfall reference doesn't add or subtract. There might be a little something there, but that also might be an actual real signal. Let's get an antenna on it. Switch this back to 0. Okay, changing antennas. All right, and there is a real antenna on there, and I don't see much change in terms of noise. Let's run the tuner just in case that makes a difference, because we want to do what we did on the other test. All right. So you can see the primary signal there. Is there anything actually going on there? Yeah, there's something there, but it's not somebody talking. All right, so there's AM, SAM, narrow FM, wide FM, and AM again. Yeah, I'm not really hearing anything. RF gain was set to 100. Obviously, turning the RF gain down isn't going to make any improvements. Yeah, it looks pretty good. All right, 28490 was another birdie reference. Let's go to 28490. Let's run the tuner. And we are in tune, and I see no birdies on the waterfall. You tell me what you think about that screenshot of the front of the radio. This was the frequency multiple people have complained about when it came to are there birdies or not, and I don't think there are any. My X6100 didn't have a lot of birdies. You did see them on 6 meters, and you did not see them on 6 meters on the 6200. The 6200 has D-core, D delta core, and the 6100 has G core, G golf core. So does the G90 and the G106 and a couple of radios before that. I think the 5105 did too. And almost all of them had the birdies, but since they didn't have a good enough waterfall, wide enough screen, you couldn't really see them all. I need to find an AM broadcast station. If you know one that is near the Twin Cities, I might make a hike out there and see if we have some broadcast interference. Leave a comment down below. Check down below for a discount on the 6200. There's a video over here I think you might There's a video over here I think you might like next. Thanks for being awesome. I'll see you over there.